everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a different video for you guys. I have a review of the Your Tea Tiny Tea 14-day Teatox. So I've seen a lot of these going around on YouTube, and the company reached out to me to do a review, an honest review. So they sent me basically a 14-day supply of the tea, a cute little tin, and a cute little mug. So this is like a little Day of the Dead skull motif on this, and I love it. So I will give you a little bit of background on my tea drinking and health fitness habits. So I tend to eat pretty healthy. I do enjoy wine and cheese and you know, ice cream and ordinary indulgences a couple times a week, but I probably work out once, maybe twice a week, and I often walk to work. So I try and get my steps in daily. I wear a Fitbit. I drink a ton of water, and I also consume a lot of caffeine. So I drink coffee, I drink tea. I love tea, so reviewing a tea was obviously a good fit for me, even though I'm not like a fitness guru. So anyways, this is by the brand Your Tea. They are really popular. They have a ton of different teas. In fact, when you open this box, you get a crazy ass pamphlet of all the different teas that you can try from them. And I'm just a little bit skeptical of like how drinking a tea is going to help you with breastfeeding or sex or just things like that. Like, I think it's a little bit hokey, but that's just my personal opinion. I do think there are benefits of drinking tea with the antioxidants and obviously the naturally occurring caffeine to keep you focused and energized and awake. But honestly, I tried it with an open mind, and yeah, here are my thoughts. So the Tiny Tea is a 14-day supply. You get 42 tea bags in this box. I drink them all. I started on Thanksgiving, and I did it for pretty much 2 weeks solid. I had a couple bags that I would stash at work, and then the rest I kept at home. With this tea, you will steep it 5 to 7 minutes and consume it 3 times a day. Some of the pamphlets said 2 times a day, but I would do it 3 times a day, and the recommended dose is you would drink it 30 minutes before a meal. So like you would be on an empty stomach in the morning, and then right before your lunch, and then right before your dinner. I was mostly pretty lax about that rule. I would typically drink it in the morning on an empty stomach before I had any food, but sometimes I would have a mid-morning snack or an afternoon snack at work, so I wasn't always like totally on an empty stomach. So that's how I kind of followed this regimen. What is this tea made out of? It's an organic blend of several different teas and herbs, and it has some naturally occurring caffeine, but for me, with somebody with a high tolerance to caffeine, I have 1 to 2 cups of coffee per day. This was not enough in the morning to kind of kickstart my engine to get me awake and ready and focused for work. So not enough on the caffeine front, but that's okay because I would have a cup of the tea and then I would have my morning coffee right after that. So you won't need a tea ball or your homemade tea bags. You don't need to prepare anything like that. They're just in ready to go tea bags, so it makes it really easy for people who are on the go or just have a busy lifestyle. So some of the benefits with this tea, they say it's supposed to help with bloating, indigestion, problematic skin, cellulite. It's supposed to increase your energy, and a lot of things that I didn't really see benefits from. I didn't really see improvement in my skin or stress or things like that. But what I did see with this tea is that it really did help suppress my appetite, and I think that has to do a lot with how it was flavored, I guess. So this tea definitely smells of like pink peppercorn. It has like a very, very herbal kind of, I wouldn't call it spicy, but a little bit spicy kind of scent to it. So I think that you're not going to consume it really fast. You're not going to suck it down like you might a green tea or a red tea or something light, or like even like a fruity tea. I think that with this one you tend to drink it slower because it has this like pungent flavor to it. And I don't mean pungent in a bad way, I just mean pungent in a strong way. And I've talked about this in my Trader Joe's hauls before, that I have this thing where like if I eat sweets in the morning, I tend to eat poorly throughout the day. I tend to crave more and more sugar. Whereas if I start the day with something kind of savory or something like lean like turkey that's not really salty but it's not really sugary, I tend to eat better and more balanced through the day. Whereas if I start with a donut or pastry or something like that. So I think that this kind of had that effect on me. So over the 14 days, I did not lose weight, but at the same time, I did not gain weight. So to put it in perspective, our scale here, my boyfriend has a scale set in metric, so it's in kilograms. So like I don't always convert that to pounds in my head, but I would see that I was losing 1/10 of a kilogram a day. And obviously if I went out on the weekend and had pizza or like a couple martinis, like things would add up. So I know that the tea is not gonna make up for bad eating habits or bad drinking habits. But it's going to suppress your appetite. It's going to keep you on track. I think also when you're drinking tea, your body's just more hydrated overall because you are increasing the amount of fluids that you're drinking. So while I was drinking the tea 3 times a day, 2 or 3 times a day, I would still have a ton of water. So I think that that was also helping detox my skin and my body, just kind of increasing the total amount of fluids I was taking in just by consciously pouring myself a cup of this tea 2 to 3 times a day. I would say this product would be for you if you're looking to try something new and you're not really sure where to start. I believe this brand is free worldwide shipping. I'll leave their link below. I also think that this would be just a good thing to do a couple times a year, just to see if, you know, you can do it either before the holidays, around the holidays, after the holidays, when you might just need to put yourself a little bit in check with the amount of things you're indulging in. And yeah, it's not a miracle product. It's not going to make you lose a ton of weight, but I think it will keep you a little more accountable, you know, just by remembering to pour yourself a cup of tea 3 times a day or 2 times a day, or however you follow the system. I think this was a pretty cool product to try. The price point for the 14-day Teatox is $35 US. I honestly think that's a little bit pricey, but it's all relative, so I think that if that's worth it to you, go for it. While I probably wouldn't go out of my way to buy this, I do appreciate this is organic. It's a great blend of teas, and the brand, like I said, has seriously something for everybody, like happy tea, energy tea, sleep tea. I feel like it's not gonna be a miracle worker for you, but you just have to have realistic expectations. So yeah, I think it was a great product for keeping me on track during the holidays. I didn't gain any weight, I didn't lose any weight, but at the same time, I'm totally fine with netting out even and really focusing early on this year to get better, you know, those New Year's resolutions and things like that. So yeah, for what it's worth, I wouldn't depend on a tea to help you lose weight, but if it can help you maintain your weight, I think that's great. So that's a win. Alright you guys, so that's about it for my review of the Your Tea Tiny Tea 14-day Teatox. If you have any questions or want to know more about this product, please check out the links in the description box below and leave me a comment if you have any other questions that I might be able to answer for you guys. And if you've also tried this tea or any similar teas from this label, I would love to hear about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.